Discover the secrets of Gunkanjima. In 2013, Google sent an adventurous employee to explore the eerie, abandoned island of Gunkanjima, which is also known as Hashima Island. Once buzzing with life, this island was home to thousands of coal miners and their families, making it the most densely populated island in the world during its peak in the 1950s. Today, however, it stands as a haunting ghost town, showcasing the ruins of its past glory. The coal mines that once thrived have long been closed, leaving behind crumbling buildings and winding staircases that lead nowhere. With Google Street View, people can virtually walk through the empty streets and gaze upon the decaying structures that tell tales of a bygone era. The contrast between Gunkanjima's vibrant history and its current desolation captivates visitors and history buffs alike. What mysteries lie hidden within this forsaken place? Have you ever wondered why you won't believe how birds use balloons to flirt? Male frigate birds take courtship to sky-high levels during mating season, utilizing their impressive gular pouches as eye-catching balloons. These giant red throat sacs can inflate to the size of a football, transforming the males into floating heart-shaped beacons against the blue sky. As they gather on remote island breeding grounds, they engage in a dazzling display of flair. Flapping their wings, shaking their heads, and emitting drumming calls, they create a captivating spectacle aimed at attracting females. The females soar overhead, scrutinizing the flocks for the most vibrant and symmetrical throat pouches that pulsate in rhythm. The brighter and more prominent the balloon-like display, the greater the likelihood of mating success. This competition not only fuels one of the most dramatic mating rituals in the animal kingdom, but also highlights the importance of visual signals in evolutionary success. Researchers have established a direct link between the size of a frigate bird's pouch and its mating outcomes, making this flamboyant courtship strategy a remarkable example of nature's creativity and adaptability. You might be shocked to learn that La Rosie costs $130,000. The Institute. La Rosie, situated in Switzerland, holds the title of the most expensive school in the world. Imagine the stunning mountains and picturesque landscapes surrounding this elite institution. With an annual tuition fee surpassing $130,000, La Rosie caters to a select group of students, offering them top-notch education and unparalleled opportunities. The school emphasizes a comprehensive curriculum that not only focuses on academics, but also promotes personal development and global awareness. Students engage in unique programs including arts, sports, and advanced technology under the guidance of exceptional educators. Enrolling here means being part of a network that connects to influential leaders and innovators across various fields. Families that can afford this investment believe it opens doors to prestigious universities and successful careers. However, one must wonder, what specific advantages do these students receive that justify such a steep price tag? Is the education truly worth the investment, or are students paying for the prestige that comes with the school's exclusive reputation? Why exactly does Chadwick Boseman inspire us all? In a remarkable act of kindness, Chadwick Boseman shared part of his salary with Sienna Miller during the production of the film 21 Bridges. When the studio wouldn't agree to Sienna's request for fair pay, Chadwick stepped up. He believed that everyone, regardless of their role, deserves fair compensation for their work. This gesture not only showcased his generosity, but also highlighted his commitment to fighting injustice in the industry. Chadwick's solidarity with Sienna sent a powerful message that addressing pay disparities is essential for progress in Hollywood and beyond. His actions remind us that true leadership isn't just about fame or success, it's about lifting others up and advocating for what is right. This kind of compassion leaves a lasting impression on fans and aspiring artists alike. How can we all follow his inspiring example? Turns out the truth is that the Voynich manuscript is a mystery. Housed in a vault at Yale University, this captivating book has puzzled scholars and cryptographers since its discovery in 1912. What makes it so intriguing? Written in an unknown language, the manuscript is filled with bizarre illustrations, including botanical diagrams of plants that don't even exist and constellations that don't match any star patterns we've ever seen. Its fluid calligraphy and strange symbols only add to the enigma. Why has no one managed to decode it after all these years? Many experts believe that the manuscript could be an elaborate hoax, while others think it might contain lost knowledge from a forgotten civilization. With numerous theories and ongoing research, the Voynich manuscript invites both excitement and frustration, making it one of history's most compelling unsolved puzzles. You might be shocked to learn that Will Smith declined Neo. In the late 90s, Will Smith, a superstar celebrated for his charm and charisma, faced a major career decision that would change the course of film history. He was offered the role of Neo in the groundbreaking sci-fi blockbuster The Matrix, a film renowned for its stunning visuals and revolutionary storytelling. Despite the film's legendary status and immense popularity, Smith turned down the role, choosing instead to star in Wild Wild West. Many fans and critics see this as a missed opportunity for cinematic greatness, especially considering the legacy of The Matrix. However, Smith stands by his decision, believing he wouldn't have suited the role of Neo, which demanded a depth and style he didn't feel aligned with at that moment in his career. Instead, he embraced the quirky, Western action genre, injecting his unique flair into the character of Jim West. This twist in his journey reminds us that creating our own path can sometimes be more fulfilling than chasing after the roles others deem prestigious, even if that path leads us away from a revolutionary film. Why exactly does the giant squid capture our imagination? This fascinating creature is one of the largest invertebrates on the planet, with some specimens stretching an astonishing 14 yards long. To put that in perspective, imagine a creature capable of wrapping itself around a small bus. Its impressive size is complemented by its enormous eyes, which are the largest of any known animal, about the size of dinner plates. These colossal eyes are particularly advantageous for spotting both prey and predators in the darkness of the deep ocean, where sunlight barely penetrates. However, the giant squid lives in an extreme deep-sea environment, making it challenging for researchers to study this marvelous creature thoroughly. Much of what we know comes from rare encounters and fleeting video footage, revealing just glimpses of its behavior. Some researchers speculate that giant squids are solitary wanderers, while others suggest they might communicate or even socialize in the mysterious depths of the ocean. As technology continues to advance, we may soon unravel more secrets about these enigmatic giants lurking in the abysses of our oceans. Is it really true that Komodo dragons are massive lizards? These incredible creatures, native to Indonesia, hold the title of the largest lizard species in the world. Weighing in at a staggering 154 pounds, they are not only heavy, but also boast some impressive features. Their powerful bite is one of their most striking characteristics. While you might think they are slow, Komodo dragons can sprint short distances at surprising speeds, making them effective hunters. Eating a diet that includes deer, birds, and other small animals, they use their keen sense of smell to track down their next meal. Interestingly, their saliva contains bacteria that can infect their prey, making their bites quite deadly. This mix of brute strength and unique hunting tactics enables these lizards to dominate their environment. Found primarily on the islands of Komodo, Rinca, and Flores, these amazing reptiles are a vital part of the ecosystem. If you ever get a chance to see one in the wild, it's an experience you won't forget. Turns out the truth is that maps lie. Most world maps, especially the Mercator projection created in 1569, can distort the true sizes of countries. This popular map makes Alaska look almost as big as Brazil, even though Brazil is actually about 5 times larger. Similarly, Greenland seems enormous, appearing 14 times bigger than it really is. The Mercator projection was designed for navigation, which is why it stretches land near the poles. While it helps sailors, it misleads us about the true scale of our world. So the next time you glance at a map, remember that what you see might not reflect reality. The world is a complex, beautifully diverse place, and some regions are more accurately depicted on different types of maps. Understanding these distortions can give us a more realistic view of global geography, revealing just how fascinating and varied our planet really is. Have you ever wondered why iron is so special? Iron, found in the center of our planet and in our blood, has an atomic number of 26, making it a key player in the periodic table. This number tells us how many protons reside in an iron atom, which directly influences its properties and behaviors. Iron is essential for many things in our daily lives, from the construction of buildings and roads to being a crucial component in hemoglobin, the protein that carries oxygen in our blood. Its ability to easily form compounds and rust makes it incredibly useful, but also means we must take care of our iron structures to prevent decay. Did you know that iron is one of the most abundant elements in the universe? This abundance allows it to play a significant role in the universe's structure, as well as in the creation of stars. So next time you see a sturdy iron beam or feel energized after a meal, think about the fascinating science behind iron. Is it really true that space gets super hot and super cold? Surprisingly, the answer is yes. Space is not just a cold void. Its temperatures can swing dramatically depending on where you are. When an object is in direct sunlight, it can heat up to hundreds of degrees Fahrenheit, making it feel pretty inhospitable. Yet if that same object moves into the shade, temperatures can plummet below freezing. This extreme variation happens because space lacks an atmosphere to keep temperatures stable. There's nothing to trap heat or distribute warmth. For instance, in part of space that's shadowed from the sun, those chilly temperatures could freeze even strong metals. These fluctuations are why spacecraft need special insulation to protect sensitive equipment from heat and cold. So the next time you think about space, remember it's not just an endless cold expanse, but a place of crazy temperature extremes. Can you escape prison 68 times like Tambunan? This astonishing feat belongs to Gaius Tambunan, an Indonesian tax official currently facing trial for corruption. Despite the seriousness of his offenses, he managed to bribe his way out of prison not once, but a staggering 68 times. Tambunan's escapades reveal just how corruption can undermine the justice system. In one shocking instance in 2010, he attempted to disguise himself while attending a tennis match in Bali, but his plan fell flat when spectators recognized him. This embarrassing moment highlights not only his questionable tactics, but also how poorly thought-out disguises can lead to unexpected consequences. As Tambunan's story unfolds, it raises important questions about accountability and the effectiveness of anti-corruption measures in Indonesia and beyond. Will his repeated escapes lead to tighter regulations in the legal system, or will he slip through yet again? What happened to Lee Harvey Oswald's coffin? After the exhumation of Lee Harvey Oswald, the man accused of assassinating President John F. Kennedy, investigators discovered his original coffin in surprisingly poor condition. This prompted a surprising twist in the story of Oswald, as the coffin became a point of interest for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. In 2010, the weathered coffin was put up for auction, igniting a bidding war among bidders eager to own a piece of history. The competition was fierce, demonstrating how deeply the Kennedy assassination still resonates in American culture. Ultimately, the coffin sold for over $87,000, highlighting the unique fascination surrounding Oswald's life and death. As an artifact from a tumultuous time in history, it stirs questions about how we remember and commemorate significant events. What does this tell us about our relationship with history? Meet Felix Semper and his incredible paper sculptures. This talented artist has taken the world by storm with his remarkable ability to transform simple sheets of paper into stunning, flexible sculptures that seem almost alive. Using thousands of individual pieces, Semper meticulously stacks and glues them together to create intricate forms that can stretch, bend, and twist, mimicking the movements of living organisms. His work challenges the conventional perception of paper as a rigid material, inviting people to see it in a whole new light. Each sculpture tells a story, blending the boundaries between art and nature. As you observe his creations, you might find yourself questioning what art truly can be. The creativity involved in his designs is awe-inspiring, and many people are left wondering how he manages to achieve such stunning flexibility. Semper's sculptures not only demonstrate the potential of paper as an artistic medium, but also highlight his unique vision and craftsmanship. How did he come up with such a groundbreaking technique? What if I told you cheetahs are nature's race cars? These incredible animals can accelerate from 0 to 97 km/h in just 3 seconds, making them the ultimate sprinters on Earth. Every aspect of their anatomy is finely tuned for speed. Cheetahs boast a lightweight frame and a remarkably flexible spine that resembles a coiled spring, allowing them to stretch their bodies in incredible ways during a sprint. Their long limbs are powered by strong muscles, while their semi-retractable claws provide superb traction on the ground. To support this intense exertion, cheetahs have enlarged nostrils and lungs, along with an efficient adrenal system that maximizes oxygen delivery when chasing prey. However, this phenomenal speed comes with limitations. They can only maintain their top velocity for about 20 to 30 seconds before their muscles start to overheat. During those breathtaking moments, cheetahs display impressive agility, utilizing their long tail as a rudder to change directions swiftly and effortlessly. After such intense bursts of energy, they need to recover, often panting heavily and resting for up to an hour. Truly, the cheetah is a stunning marvel of evolution tailored for high-performance hunting. What if I told you your eye gunk is snot? This curious substance that collects in the corners of your eyes is actually made from the same stuff as nasal mucus, commonly known as snot. It's a mix of dried tears, oil, and tiny particles that gather as your body works to keep your eyes clean and clear. Think of it as your eye's way of having a little spring cleaning. While it might seem a bit gross, this buildup is completely normal and part of the body's essential processes. The tears we produce help wash away dust and debris, and when they dry up, they leave behind this harmless residue. So the next time you see that little crust in the morning, remember it's just your body's natural way of taking care of your eyes. Isn't it fascinating how our bodies work to keep us healthy? What if I told you about our galaxy's neighbors? Edwin Hubble, a groundbreaking astronomer, revealed that the Milky Way is not alone in the cosmos. In the early 20th century, Hubble utilized powerful telescopes to examine distant star clusters and nebulae. His observations led to a stunning conclusion: the Milky Way is merely one of countless galaxies scattered throughout the universe. Hubble's work transformed our understanding of the night sky, showing us that galaxies come in various shapes and sizes, from spirals to ellipticals. This discovery ignited a fascination with the vastness of space and made us rethink our place in the universe. We are part of a gigantic cosmic family, with billions of other galaxies hosting their own stars, planets, and possibly even life. So next time you gaze at the stars, remember that you're looking at just a tiny piece of a much larger galaxy community. Ever thought about Earth's population explosion? As of today, our planet is home to about 8 billion people, a staggering number that reflects not just growth, but also the dynamic history of human civilization. To put this into perspective, throughout all of history, it's estimated that around 107 billion humans have lived on Earth. That's right, there have been more people who have walked the Earth than currently inhabit it. This enormous disparity comes from various factors, including advances in agriculture, medicine, and technology, which have allowed populations to thrive. Imagine all those generations, each contributing to the rich tapestry of human experience. From the first hunter-gatherers to today's bustling megacities, our species has found ways to adapt and survive. Interestingly, while our numbers are soaring now, growth rates have slowed in many parts of the world, leading to intriguing discussions about sustainability and resources. So, as we stand at this monumental 8 billion mark, it's worth pondering how we can responsibly share our home and ensure a bright future for generations to come. Did you know sea cucumbers can be toxic? These fascinating ocean creatures have a unique defense mechanism. They produce a toxic substance known as halithurin. This toxin is stored in specialized structures called Cuvierian tubules, allowing sea cucumbers to react quickly when threatened. When faced with a predator, a sea cucumber can release halithurin onto its surface, creating a chemical barrier that deters attackers. But that's not all. In extreme cases, some species can even expel parts of their internal organs to escape danger. This bizarre act not only confuses predators, but also allows the sea cucumber to regenerate lost organs over time. Nature is full of surprises, and sea cucumbers certainly prove that. Their ability to adapt and defend themselves in the harsh realities of the ocean showcases the incredible inventiveness of living beings. So next time you're at a beach or aquarium, remember these quirky creatures and the magic of their survival tactics. Isn't it amazing how life can find such unusual ways to thrive? Here's what actually happens when you meet a mantis shrimp. This fascinating creature, with its vibrant colors and unique features, is one of the ocean's true marvels. Mantis shrimp have an astonishing ability to see the world in a way that humans can only dream of. While we have 3 types of color receptors, these incredible creatures boast up to 16. This allows them to detect ultraviolet light and see a spectrum of colors far beyond our imagination. But it's not just their eyes that wow scientists. Their claws are equally impressive. With a striking speed that rivals the snap of a bullet, mantis shrimp can strike their prey with a force strong enough to break glass. They use this power to not only catch food, but also defend their territory. These characteristics make mantis shrimp not just colorful, but also formidable, helping them thrive in the ocean's diverse ecosystems. What else might we discover about these incredible creatures? Here's what actually happens when electric eels zap us. Electric eels, native to South America's murky Amazon waters, aren't true eels. They belong to the knifefish family. These fascinating creatures have evolved a remarkable hunting adaptation, the ability to deliver electric shocks of up to 600 volts. They achieve this astonishing feat using specialized cells called electrocytes, which function like tiny biological batteries stacked together. By discharging these cells rapidly, electric eels can stun their prey, making it easier to catch them. What's even more interesting is their ability to regulate the intensity and frequency of their shocks. Weaker pulses can be used for navigation and communication, while more powerful bursts are directed at immobilizing prey. In fact, some electric eels can even unleash double shocks, revealing hidden prey lurking in muddy waters. Indigenous tribes have long regarded these creatures as both dangerous and mystical. In a modern twist, researchers study their unique physiology to inspire innovations in bioengineering, aiming to create soft energy sources for medical implants and underwater devices. These remarkable fish are not just fearsome predators. They are marvels of nature, illuminating the intersection of biology and technology. Can your eyes really see millions of colors? The human eye is an incredible organ. It can process images in just 30 milliseconds, which is faster than the blink of an eye. This amazing speed allows us to react quickly to changes in our surroundings. Moreover, our eyes can distinguish approximately 10 million different colors. This remarkable ability helps us appreciate the beauty of nature, art, and everyday objects. But did you know that your eyes are always in motion, even when you're sleeping? They make tiny movements, called microsaccades, even while you dream. These movements help prevent visual fading and keep your brain active during sleep. The complexity of our eyes is truly fascinating, providing us with both a window to the world and a marvel of biological engineering. So the next time you pause to admire a sunset or a painting, remember how extraordinary your eyes really are. Here's a wild fact about ancient Egyptian dwarves. Contrary to modern portrayals, dwarves in ancient Egypt were actually held in high regard. They occupied respected positions within society and were not viewed with ridicule, as we might expect today. Ancient Egyptians believed that dwarves possessed special qualities and were associated with various deities, such as gods of luck and creativity. This connection to the divine made them integral to different aspects of life, including healing and festivities. Far from being marginalized, dwarves were often depicted in art and literature, emphasizing their status and importance. Their presence in royal courts and temples signifies the cultural appreciation of their unique traits. So the next time you hear about how dwarves were treated in history, remember that ancient Egypt celebrated them in ways that highlight their significant role in society. Hard to believe, but check out Sheikh Zayed Mosque. The Sheikh Zayed Mosque in Abu Dhabi, which opened in 2007, is not just the largest mosque in the United Arab Emirates, it ranks 8th in the world. Hosting over 40,000 worshippers, this architectural wonder leaves visitors speechless. As you approach, the sight of its 82 majestic domes standing tall above the courtyard immediately captivates your attention. Moreover, beneath these stunning domes lies the world's largest handmade carpet, meticulously crafted by skilled Iranian artisans. Can you imagine walking across this vast, intricate masterpiece? Inside, the mosque dazzles with crystal chandeliers that sparkle brilliantly, adding elegance to the serene atmosphere. Every inch of the space reflects extraordinary craftsmanship, showcasing the perfect blend of traditional Islamic design with modern elements. Whether you're exploring its grandeur, delving into its rich history, or seeking a peaceful place for reflection, the Sheikh Zayed Mosque is sure to leave an unforgettable impression on anyone who visits. Ready to be amazed by this stunning structure? Is it really true that Jackie Coogan sought justice? Jackie Coogan, the cherished actor famous for his roles in Oliver Twist in The Addams Family, has a tale that dives deep into the darker side of his past. Allegedly, after the tragic kidnapping and murder of his childhood friend, Coogan was so affected that he joined a mob of angry citizens. Together, they stormed a prison and lynched the man responsible for the horrific crime, acting on impulse and fueled by grief. This shocking moment reveals a side of the star rarely discussed, showing the emotional turmoil he experienced. Yet Coogan's legacy extends beyond that dark chapter. He also inspired vital legal reforms in Hollywood. After witnessing many child actors struggle to manage their earnings, he played a significant role in the creation of the Coogan Law. This important legislation protects the financial interests of young thespians, ensuring a portion of their earnings is set aside for their future. Coogan's story is a bittersweet mix of tragedy and triumph, wouldn't you say? Ever thought about how do K-pop stars become global sensations? The journey to become a K-pop idol is nothing short of intense and fascinating. Major entertainment companies like SM Entertainment, YG Entertainment, and Hive Corporation have crafted rigorous training programs to transform hopeful trainees into polished performers. These programs go beyond just singing and dancing. They include vital lessons on fashion, stage presence, and effective media interactions. Imagine dedicating years to perfecting your skills before ever stepping onto a stage. Many trainees begin their arduous journey at just 10 or 11 years old, committing long hours to practice while juggling their education. The process can be extremely challenging, often involving grueling schedules and fierce competition among peers. However, the potential rewards are immense, as evidenced by global sensations like BTS and Blackpink, who have taken the music world by storm. Their widespread success highlights the dedication and hard work of these trainees, proving that a combination of discipline, natural talent, and a sprinkle of luck can lead to extraordinary stardom within the vibrant K-pop industry. Prepare to be amazed by Bangkok's full name. This bustling city in Thailand is not just known for its vibrant street life and cultural landmarks, it also holds a quirky title that exceeds 100 letters. The full name, Krungthep Maha Nakhon Amun Ratanakosin Mahinthar Yuthaya, describes the city's rich history and majestic features. Locals often opt for the shorter, easier version, Bangkok, to keep things simple. The long name translates to something like City of Angels and reflects its legendary past, where each word represents significant elements of Thai culture. Imagine telling someone you're from a place with such a lengthy name. It's almost like a tongue twister. This fascinating aspect highlights Thailand's unique identity and cultural pride, making Bangkok not just a tourist destination, but also a city steeped in history. Have you ever encountered a place with such a lengthy name? Believe it or not, a fish can recognize people. For over 20 years, Hiroyuki Arakawa, a dedicated fisherman in Japan, has built an incredible friendship with a remarkable fish known as the Asian Mars. This isn't just any fish. It has shown a unique ability to recognize Hiroyuki and greet him warmly whenever he dives into its underwater sanctuary. As Hiroyuki descends into the shimmering waters, the Asian Mars swims up to him, displaying what seems to be excitement and trust. This connection highlights not only the fish's intelligence, but also the deep bond that can form between humans and marine life. The Asian Mars, with its vibrant colors and playful behavior, draws attention to how capable fish can be when it comes to forming relationships. Hiroyuki's dedication demonstrates the importance of respecting and nurturing wildlife, reminding us that the ocean is full of surprises. How many other underwater friendships might be waiting to be discovered? Ever thought about why psychology matters so much? The term psychology comes from the Greek word psyche, which means spirit or soul, and logia, which translates to study or research. This fascinating combination points to the heart of what psychology seeks to understand, the intricacies of the human mind and behavior. By delving into our thoughts, emotions, and actions, psychology helps us make sense of why we act the way we do. It explores areas like mental health, interpersonal relationships, and cognitive processes, offering insights that can improve our lives. Psychologists use various methods, from experiments to surveys, to gather data and draw conclusions. Understanding psychology not only benefits individuals seeking personal growth or therapy, but also enhances society by addressing issues like bullying, stress, and mental illnesses. So, the next time you ponder your emotions or behaviors, remember psychology's roots and its powerful impact on our everyday lives. Here's a wild fact about Army supply mistakes. In 1985, a simple typing error at Fort Carson, Colorado, turned a routine order into a hilarious mix-up. An Army supply clerk mistakenly ordered a massive anchor costing $28,000 instead of a much more modest $6 lamp. When the enormous anchor was delivered, everyone was puzzled. Imagine the sight of a giant anchor arriving at a military base when they only wanted a light fixture. The misunderstanding sparked laughter and confusion among the personnel, creating a memorable moment that went down in supply chain history. This incident highlights how one tiny typo can lead to unexpected outcomes, causing a lot of fuss over a simple mistake. So the next time you're ordering something, remember that one wrong keystroke can create chaos. Who knew an anchor could be a lighthearted lesson in attention to detail? Ever thought your phone only exists when you look? Idealism, a fascinating philosophical view, suggests that objects in our world depend on being perceived by minds. Imagine your phone. Could it really not exist when you're not looking at it? This idea challenges traditional beliefs about reality by proposing that our perception shapes existence. According to idealists, if no one is observing something, like a lost phone under your couch, it essentially ceases to exist in a meaningful way. This raises intriguing questions about our everyday experiences and the nature of reality itself. Are the things around us merely constructs of our awareness? While this might sound strange, it encourages us to rethink how we interact with the world. Could reality look completely different if no one were around to see it? Idealism invites us into a deeper conversation about existence, perception, and the mysteries of consciousness. Why do some birds lay such huge eggs? It may surprise you to learn that some birds lay eggs that make up about 20% of their body weight. This incredible proportion is especially found in species like the ostrich, known for being the largest bird on Earth. These hefty eggs can weigh up to 3 pounds and are not just for show, they serve important purposes. The size of the egg can influence the chick's development and the bird's survival rates. Larger eggs typically contain more nutrients, which can be vital for the growing embryo inside. This means that when a chick hatches from such a large egg, it has a better chance of thriving in its environment. Another interesting aspect is how the size of these eggs impacts the mother's reproductive strategy. By laying larger eggs, birds like the ostrich invest more energy in each offspring rather than producing many smaller eggs. This fascinating adaptation raises questions about the evolutionary advantages these birds gain with such a remarkable egg-to-body weight ratio, doesn't it? Did you know New Jersey is a shopping mall paradise? This state boasts the highest concentration of shopping malls in a single area, with 7 malls clustered within just 25 square miles. This unique density makes New Jersey a haven for shopping enthusiasts, offering everything from high-end fashion to quirky local shops all in one place. The vibrant retail scene not only attracts locals, but also draws visitors from neighboring states who crave a day of shopping and dining. Malls like the Garden State Plaza and the Menlo Park Mall provide expansive options, making retail therapy easily accessible. This phenomenon has also contributed to New Jersey's commercial real estate market, positioning the state as a key player in the retail industry. So whether you're hunting for the latest trends or simply looking to enjoy a day out, New Jersey's mall landscape has something for everyone. Here's what actually happens when we overbuy clothes. Since the year 2000, fashion brands have ramped up clothing production dramatically, flooding the market with new styles. However, interestingly, consumers now wear each item about 40% less frequently than before. This means those trendy jackets and cute tops we purchased impulsively end up sitting in our closets, mostly unworn. With so many garments out there, people are finding it harder to choose what to wear, leading to overflowing wardrobes. The downside to this trend goes beyond just clutter. It raises significant concerns about environmental sustainability. More clothing means not only increased waste, but also higher carbon footprints from production and transportation. As we fill our closets with fast fashion, many are starting to question their buying habits. Can we make more sustainable choices and break this cycle of overconsumption? What if I told you kangaroos can't hop without their tails? These incredible creatures use their strong tails not just for balance, but also for propulsion. When a kangaroo hops, its tail acts like a third leg, keeping it stable and helping it launch itself into the air. If you were to lift a kangaroo's tail off the ground, you'd find that it can't hop at all. This fascinating fact highlights how evolution has shaped the anatomy of these animals to support their unique way of moving. As they bounce through the Australian outback, their powerful legs and tails work together in perfect harmony. Without this tail, a kangaroo would struggle to maintain balance, making hopping nearly impossible. This adaptation shows how nature often fine-tunes body structures for specific needs, ensuring every aspect serves a purpose. So next time you see a kangaroo gracefully hopping along, remember just how important that tail really is to its remarkable agility. Let's uncover the truth about identical twins. Imagine two identical twins, both named James, separated at birth yet living eerily similar lives. This fascinating story showcases how closely their paths mirrored each other. Both twins grew up unaware of each other's existence, but ended up following remarkably parallel journeys. They became police officers, dedicated to upholding the law, while their personal lives unfolded in astonishingly similar fashion. Each James married a woman named Linda, only to go through a divorce and remarry women named Betty. This almost script-like resemblance of their life choices raises intriguing questions about nature versus nurture. Are their choices influenced more by genetics or environment? The twins' experiences remind us how DNA can play a significant role in shaping who we are, even when we're raised apart. So what does this mean for the larger questions of identity and destiny? Prepare to be amazed by the power of a nuclear EMP. A single nuclear bomb detonated over Kansas could unleash an electromagnetic pulse, EMP, that has the potential to disrupt electronic devices and power grids across the entire continental United States. An EMP occurs when a nuclear explosion generates a burst of electromagnetic radiation, which can induce electric currents in conductive materials. This means that anything from your smartphone to the electricity grid itself could be damaged or rendered useless. The effects can be widespread and devastating, potentially causing blackouts and crippling vital services like hospitals and emergency response systems. Imagine losing access to not just your daily conveniences, but also critical infrastructure. Preparations for such an event are vital, as the impact of an EMP could last for months or even years. What steps can we take to safeguard our technology and infrastructure from this invisible threat? Believe it or not, Mandarin is the most spoken language. With over 1 billion speakers, Mandarin Chinese holds a top spot in global communication, followed closely by Spanish and English. These three languages dominate entire continents, offering unique cultural insights and deepening connections across the world. Learning Mandarin opens the door to not only understanding China's rich history, but also interacting with its booming economy. Meanwhile, Spanish allows you to explore vibrant cultures in Spain and Latin America, while English serves as a vital bridge across various nations. By mastering any of these languages, you enhance your ability to connect with people from different backgrounds, making travel and business more rewarding. Imagine chatting with new friends in their native tongue or negotiating better deals at work. So, are you ready to embark on a linguistic adventure? Did you know Canada has a water paradise? With over 2 million lakes, Canada holds the incredible title of having more lakes than the rest of the world combined. This vast network of freshwater bodies covers about 9% of the country's total land area, making it a true wonder for nature lovers and adventurers alike. These lakes vary in size and beauty, ranging from tiny, serene ponds to stunning, expansive waterways like the Great Lakes. The country's lakes not only provide breathtaking views, but they also support rich ecosystems, serving as habitats for diverse wildlife, including fish, birds, and amphibians. Moreover, Canada's lakes are vital for recreational activities such as fishing, kayaking, and swimming, attracting millions of tourists every year. The stunning landscapes, shimmering waters, and opportunities for exploration make Canada a top destination for anyone looking to enjoy nature's finest offerings. So next time you think of Canada, remember its unique status as a water paradise filled with sparkling lakes and endless adventures. Did you know that Stan Lee faced elder abuse? This shocking revelation emerged after the beloved Marvel Comics writer's passing. Stan Lee, famous for co-creating iconic characters like Spider-Man and the X-Men, allegedly suffered mistreatment at the hands of those closest to him. Reports indicate that various handlers and even some family members isolated him from his friends and relatives. They dismissed trusted accountants, lawyers, and caretakers who had supported him for years, leading to a troubling situation where Lee's well-being was compromised. This betrayal raises important questions about how we care for aging icons and protect their legacies. As fans of Lee and his contributions, we must reflect not only on his incredible stories, but also on the need for advocacy and vigilance against elder abuse. How can we ensure that our heroes receive the respect and care they deserve as they age? What if I told you Neil Armstrong had big plans? On July the 2nd, the legendary astronaut Neil Armstrong, representing the U.S. Department of Astronauts, revealed his vision for a new structure. This idea sparked excitement among those who admired his pioneering spirit. Armstrong, known for being the first person to walk on the moon, had a knack for inspiring others with his aspirations. His desire to build something new reflected his ongoing passion for exploration and innovation. However, despite the buzz around his proposal, the project never got off the ground. Many wonder what could have been if Armstrong had pursued this idea further. Would it have advanced space exploration or even inspired the next generation of astronauts? While the structure remains a dream, Armstrong's legacy continues to motivate countless individuals to reach for the stars. Guess what really drives Magnum ice cream's magic? It's all about that delicious combination of ice cream and chocolate. Magnum ice cream treats you to a delightful experience by dipping a creamy ice cream base into molten chocolate. This chocolate is no ordinary coating. It hardens instantly, creating a satisfying shell around the ice cream. Isn't that cool? The beauty of Magnum lies not just in the chocolate, but also in the toppings, which can include crunchy almonds and other delightful choices that enhance the flavor even more. Each bite is a wonderful mix of textures. The creamy, soft ice cream meets the crisp chocolate coating. Imagine enjoying your favorite ice cream treat with that perfect crunch. Whether you prefer classic flavors or adventurous mixes, Magnum serves up indulgence and excitement in every bar. Next time you unwrap a Magnum, remember the unique process that creates that crispy outer layer and enjoy the full experience of its rich flavors. Who knew ice cream could be such a masterpiece? Hard to believe, but humans can leap further than horses. In the 1968 Olympics, Bob Beamon wowed the world by setting a jaw-dropping long jump record of 8.9 meters. This incredible feat didn't just clinch him the gold medal, it also surpassed the longest recorded jump by a horse by over half a meter. Imagine that, a human athlete outjumping one of nature's strongest creatures. Beamon's jump was not just a test of physical ability, but also a testament to years of hard work, dedication, and the evolution of training techniques in athletics. At the time, his record seemed so extraordinary that it caught the attention of sports fans everywhere, and it stood as a symbol of human potential. Bob Beamon's achievement inspired countless athletes to push their limits and pursue their dreams in track and field. Who would have thought that a human could outdo a horse in such a powerful display of athleticism? Did you know the Falklands War claimed whale lives? In 1982, during the intense conflict between Britain and Argentina over the Falkland Islands, a tragic mistake occurred. British forces, on high alert for enemy attacks, mistakenly identified 3 whales swimming in the South Atlantic as hostile submarines. The military launched an attack, resulting in the deaths of these magnificent creatures. This incident highlights the chaos and confusion that can arise in wartime, where the line between friend and foe can blur dramatically. Many people were shocked to learn that such a devastating error affected innocent wildlife. The tragedy of those whales serves as a reminder of the unintended consequences of conflict, paving the way for discussions about military procedures and wildlife conservation. How can we better protect both nature and lives during conflicts like these? What if I told you cesium ignites with water? This remarkable element, found on the periodic table, is one of the most reactive substances known to science. When cesium comes into contact with moisture, it doesn't just react, it can spontaneously ignite, producing a fiery display that emphasizes the need for caution. Due to this extreme reactivity, scientists must store cesium in airtight containers, filled with dry materials like mineral oil or argon gas, to keep it safe from any accidental contact with water vapor. This unique characteristic makes cesium both fascinating and dangerous, drawing the interest of chemists and hobbyists alike. You might wonder how such a seemingly simple element can create such dramatic reactions. Understanding cesium's behavior helps us appreciate the complexity of chemical interactions and the importance of handling reactive substances safely. Guess what really drives the magic of festivals? During a summer festival, the night sky transforms into a breathtaking spectacle, as thousands of lamps twinkle like stars, each one shining brightly with meaning. Every participant contributes a light, creating a captivating display that symbolizes hope and peace. This enchanting scene invites people of all ages to gather and share in a spirit of unity as they watch their individual lights soar into the darkness. The collective glow serves as a reminder of how small acts can combine to create something truly beautiful. While the flickering lamps dance in the evening breeze, stories of love and resilience unfold, making the celebration feel even more special. It's amazing to think that each light, whether big or small, comes together to create a communal experience that sparks joy, inspires connection, and brings communities closer together. Have you ever witnessed such a heartwarming sight? Alien abduction in Pascagoula? You won't believe this story. In 1973, an astonishing event occurred in Pascagoula, Mississippi, when fishermen Calvin Parker and Charles Hickson reported a chilling encounter with extraterrestrial beings. While fishing by the Pascagoula River, the 2 men claimed they were approached by aliens with peculiar, lobster-like claws. These strange visitors didn't speak a word, but swiftly grabbed the fishermen, taking them aboard their craft. Describing the creatures as having gray skin and a humanoid shape, Parker and Hickson recounted their terrifying experience to authorities after managing to escape. The story drew both intense media attention and skepticism, making it one of the most famous abduction cases in UFO history. The incident raised questions about what truly happened that night, sparking conversations about extraterrestrial life that persist today. Could life beyond Earth really exist? Can you imagine a wooden computer mouse? This innovative device, created by Douglas Engelbart in 1964, revolutionized how we interact with computers. Engelbart crafted the first mouse from wood, giving it a unique and surprisingly simple design compared to today's sleek, modern peripherals. The name mouse actually came from its tail-like cable, which resembled a real mouse's tail. At a time when computers were mostly operated through complex commands, Engelbart's invention introduced a friendly, intuitive way to navigate software. Picture trying to run programs without a point-and-click interface. The mouse became essential for user-friendly computing, paving the way for graphical user interfaces we take for granted today. Engelbart's vision extended far beyond the mouse. He imagined a future where computers would enhance human intelligence. This early invention sparked a technological revolution, influencing everything from personal computers to modern touchscreens. So next time you click away on your device, think about the wooden mouse that started it all. Prepare to be amazed by Witzel sucked. This quirky condition can emerge after a brain injury, leading individuals to uncontrollably make puns and jokes, even when it's totally inappropriate. Imagine being in a serious meeting or a quiet classroom when suddenly someone cracks a pun that leaves everyone stunned. This compulsive humor isn't just about being funny, it's a symptom that arises from changes in brain function, particularly in areas related to language and social interaction. People with Witzel sucked may find themselves laughing at their own jokes while others look on in confusion. This condition highlights the fascinating and sometimes surprising ways our brains work. It shows us how tied our sense of humor is to the way we connect with others. While it can be amusing, it also presents challenges for those affected. How do you navigate social situations when your brain is pushing you to make jokes at all the wrong moments? Here's what actually happens when creativity drives design. The world of Toyota. Kata Designers showcases the incredible fusion of creativity and innovation in the automotive industry. These talented individuals don't just build cars, they reimagine what vehicles can be, focusing on user experience and environmental sustainability. By combining artistic vision with engineering prowess, Toyota's design teams explore new materials, shapes, and technologies that challenge conventional thinking. For instance, their emphasis on ergonomics and safety features highlights how good design can enhance everyday life while ensuring safety on the road. The collaborative atmosphere in their studios allows designers to bounce ideas off each other, sparking revolutionary concepts that may one day change how we drive. So next time you see a sleek Toyota on the street, remember that it's not just a car, it's a product of inspired thinking and innovative design. Hard to believe, but Jaglions really exist. This rare hybrid animal is born from the intriguing union of a male jaguar and a lioness, two big cats that typically inhabit very different environments. In the wild, these magnificent creatures would never meet, as jaguars roam the rainforests of Central and South America, while lionesses thrive in the savannas of Africa. However, in captivity, such a crossover can happen. A Jaglion showcases the impressive muscular build of a lion alongside the beautiful, characteristic spots of a jaguar. Its tail gives a nod to its lion ancestry, while its agility and playful temperament echo that of jaguars. Seeing a Jaglion is a rare treat, as they combine the best traits of both parent species, creating a striking and fascinating creature that sparks curiosity in animal lovers. How often do you come across a cat that embodies the power of a lion and the elegance of a jaguar? You won't believe this about capuchin monkeys. A fascinating study revealed that these clever creatures have a grasp of currency. When researchers introduced tokens as a form of money, some capuchin monkeys began to show behaviors we typically associate with humans. For instance, a few engaged in theft, snatching tokens from others, while others participated in bribery, swapping tokens for favors or privileges. This intriguing behavior suggests that capuchin monkeys can navigate complex social systems, showcasing a level of intelligence and social understanding that was previously thought to be unique to humans. It's amazing to think that our distant relatives are capable of such strategies. These findings invite us to rethink how we understand animal intelligence and social interactions. What else might these intelligent primates surprise us with in future studies? Guess what really drives portable computers today? The IBM 5100, introduced in the 1970s, was the first portable computer, revolutionizing how we think about technology. Imagine a device that looked more like a suitcase than today's sleek laptops. This chunky machine weighed about 50 pounds and came equipped with a built-in monitor and keyboard, making it a groundbreaking innovation for its time. While its performance seems primitive compared to modern standards, the IBM 5100 laid the groundwork for future developments in computing. It was designed to handle complex calculations and even included programming languages like APL and BASIC, allowing users to perform tasks that were previously only possible on larger stationary computers. The idea of taking your computing power anywhere you went captured the imaginations of engineers and consumers alike. Fast forward to today, and we see how that initial spark has evolved into ultra-thin laptops and powerful tablets that fit in our backpacks. What do you think the next leap in portable computing will look like? Can you imagine that extreme temperatures can shock us? The 300 Club refers to a remarkable group of individuals who have survived a staggering temperature drop of 166 degrees Celsius or 300 degrees Fahrenheit. This incredible shift in temperature can occur in various environments, like when someone plunges into icy water after being in a sauna or stands outside in frigid air after being indoors. Such drastic changes can lead to serious physiological effects on the body. For instance, rapid cooling can cause hypothermia, where the body's core temperature falls dangerously low, impairing bodily functions. It can also affect the heart, blood vessels, and even mental clarity, leading to confusion or disorientation. Surviving such extreme conditions requires amazing resilience and adaptability. But how do people manage to endure such intense experiences? And what does it teach us about our body's capabilities? Did you know Queen Elizabeth II was worth $425 million? This staggering figure includes her luxurious properties, such as the stunning Sandringham House, valued at an incredible $65 million, and the iconic Balmoral Castle, which is worth an astonishing $140 million. These royal residences aren't just beautiful homes. They hold deep historical significance and have been in the family for generations. Sandringham House, located in Norfolk, has been the Queen's private retreat, where she enjoyed Christmas gatherings with her family. On the other hand, Balmoral Castle in Scotland is known for its breathtaking grounds and was a favorite summer getaway for the royal family. This wealth goes beyond property, as the Queen also had investments in various farms. Her net worth reflects not just her luxurious lifestyle, but also the rich heritage and responsibilities of the British monarchy. Time to think about what it means for royal legacy? Prepare to be amazed by Mickey the Merrill Monkey. And in 1988, a clever Capuchin named Mickey made headlines when he ran for mayor in Rio de Janeiro as part of a bold protest against corruption. His unique campaign touched the hearts of many citizens who were fed up with the usual political antics. Mickey's catchy slogan, "More bananas, fewer problems," cleverly highlighted the frustrations of voters who were searching for something fresh and relatable. Although Mickey didn't win the election, his humorous approach made people think about how serious governance could sometimes feel overly complicated and disconnected. The campaign revealed a quirky side of politics, showing that even a monkey could become a symbol of hope and change. Mickey's brief but impactful moment in the spotlight encouraged discussions on corruption and the desire for honest leadership. Could a monkey's campaign inspire a new wave of creative electoral strategies? Let's uncover the truth about giant penguins. The extinction of colossal penguin species, such as the famous giant penguin known as Paleodiptes, offers a fascinating glimpse into the past. These remarkable birds, which could stand over 6 feet tall, once roamed the icy expanses of Antarctica, showcasing an incredible adaptation to their frigid environment. Unlike the smaller penguins we are familiar with today, these giants thrived on a diet of fish and squid, navigating the waters with grace despite their size. However, millions of years ago, climate changes and habitat shifts played crucial roles in their extinction. As the Antarctic conditions evolved, these once mighty birds disappeared, leaving us with just the smaller species we see today. Understanding their story not only fascinates us, but also serves as a reminder of how sensitive ecosystems can be to change. Have you ever wondered what it would be like to see one of these magnificent creatures in person? Prepare to be amazed by unusual fears. One fascinating phobia that often flies under the radar is cenosillicophobia, the fear of an empty glass. Imagine feeling anxious or uneasy just by seeing a glass or cup that is void of any liquid. For those affected, this fear might stem from various triggers, such as past experiences or a strong association with emptiness, representing lack or isolation. It can also be tied to the broader anxiety surrounding unfulfilled needs or desires. This condition can lead to unusual behaviors, like avoiding places where drinks are served or obsessively filling glasses to prevent encountering that empty state. While senesilicophobia may seem rare, it highlights how diverse human fears can be, reminding us that everyone has their quirks. Could understanding such fears contribute to feeling less alone and more connected with others? Why is Rafflesia arnoldi the world's largest flower? This remarkable plant, native to the rainforests of Southeast Asia, astonishes everyone with its size, boasting a diameter of over 1 meter and weighing around 9 kilograms. Known as the corpse flower due to its unpleasant smell that resembles decaying flesh, Rafflesia arnoldi primarily attracts pollinators like flies, which are drawn to its scent. It doesn't have traditional roots, leaves, or stems. Instead, it lives as a parasite within its host plant, mainly the vine tetrastigma. The flower forms from a bud after a long waiting period, often taking months to bloom. Once it does, the stunning but stinky blossom lasts only about 5 to 7 days. This fascinating life cycle and unique strategy help Rafflesia arnoldia maintain its position as a highlight of biodiversity in the tropical rainforest ecosystem. It's a true testament to nature's creativity and complexity, reminding us how extraordinary the plant kingdom can be. What do you think of this incredible giant? Can you believe Krishna's butterball defies gravity? This incredible geological formation in Mahabalipuram, Tamil Nadu, captures the imagination of many visitors. Standing about 20 feet high and 16 feet wide, this massive granite boulder weighs an astonishing 275 tons. The sheer size alone is impressive, but what's mind-boggling is how it seems to balance on a rocky slope, as if it could tumble at any moment. Historians suggest that this unique boulder has sparked curiosity for centuries, with tales linking it to ancient myths and local legends. The name Butterball derives from the playful resemblance it bears to a large ball of butter, which makes for a fun visual. People often gather around it to take photographs and marvel at its unusual position, not quite believing their eyes. This fascinating natural wonder is not only an incredible sight, but also a reminder of the Earth's dynamic geological processes. So the next time you find yourself in India, make sure to visit this iconic site and witness the precarious nature of Krishna's butterball. You might be shocked to learn that music was censored. After the September 11th attacks, Clear Channel Communications took an unexpected step by compiling a list of over 150 songs deemed lyrically inappropriate for radio play. The company believed that certain tracks could stir up painful memories or emotions during such a sensitive time for the nation. Songs like New York, New York, and I Can't Help Falling in Love were included. The list sparked controversies about artistic freedom versus public sensitivity, prompting discussions about how media should respond to national tragedies. Radio stations received this advice with varying reactions. While some chose to follow the suggestions to avoid upsetting their listeners, others felt it was an overreach. This incident reflects the delicate balance between freedom of expression and the need for compassion in times of crisis. How do you feel about censorship in music during sensitive periods? You won't believe this about koalas and their diet. Koalas are frequently labeled as one of the least intelligent animals, a reputation stemming from their tiny brain-to-body ratio. However, this perception doesn't tell the whole story. Koalas have adapted remarkably well to their unique environment. They primarily eat eucalyptus leaves, which many other animals find toxic and unpalatable. Interestingly, these leaves aren't very nutritious, but koalas have evolved to thrive on them. Their specialized digestive system extracts the necessary nutrients over long periods of time. This means that while they appear to be simple creatures, koalas showcase impressive adaptability. Their diet influences their behavior too. Koalas can spend up to 20 hours a day sleeping to conserve energy due to their low-calorie food source. So next time you think of koalas as lacking smarts, remember their remarkable survival skills and unique lifestyle. Is it really true that jelly can look like glass? Yes. Introducing Broken Glass Jelly, a delightful Russian candy that brings colorful gelatin chunks to life within a clear gelatin base. This eye-catching treat resembles beautiful stained glass, making it not only a dessert but also a work of art. The vibrant colors of the gelatin create a playful mosaic, perfect for impressing guests at parties or family celebrations. Each piece is a surprise, offering a fun mix of flavors and textures that make every bite exciting. Broken glass jelly is often served at special occasions in Russia, from birthdays to holidays, adding a splash of creativity to traditional desserts. It's not just visually striking, it's a taste sensation too. Imagine savoring fruity flavors alongside the unique experience of enjoying a jelly that looks like a colorful glass window. Wouldn't you want to try this enchanting treat? Let's uncover the truth about landmines today. Many people mistakenly believe that stepping on a landmine arms it and stepping off triggers it, thanks to movies and TV shows that mix fact with fiction. This understanding has led to a dangerous misconception. In reality, once a landmine is buried and set in place, it is already armed. The moment someone steps on it, the pressure trigger activates immediately, causing the mine to explode without the need for any additional actions. This crucial detail highlights just how hazardous landmines are, especially in areas where they are prevalent, such as former conflict zones. Thousands of these devices remain buried, posing risks not only to soldiers, but also to civilians and animals. Understanding how landmines truly work can help raise awareness about their dangers and the importance of safe clearance operations in affected regions. What makes the Rungrado Mayday Stadium so impressive? This architectural marvel in Pyongyang, North Korea, holds the title of the world's largest stadium by official capacity, accommodating more than 114,000 spectators. Opened in 1989, the Rungrado Mayday Stadium stands out not just for its size but also for its unique design, resembling a magnolia blossom. This stadium is a hub for various significant events, including the Grand Mass Games, an incredible display of synchronized performances featuring thousands of participants. The sheer scale allows for breathtaking spectacles that can deeply engage the audience. Imagine being one of the lucky fans attending a football match or a national celebration, surrounded by a wave of color and energy. However, the stadium also symbolizes North Korea's distinct cultural identity. While many might wonder about the experiences that await those who step inside, it's equally fascinating to consider how such enormous structures impact their local communities and serve specific cultural purposes. Would you ever want to experience a live event in a place like this? Did you know that ancient Persians invented the yakshal? This remarkable structure was an early form of evaporative cooler, ingeniously built to store ice and keep food fresh. With a dome shape that maximized airflow and an insulation crafted from natural materials like mud and straw, yakshals could maintain low temperatures even during scorching summers. Imagine living in a time before modern refrigeration, yet having access to ice, all thanks to this brilliant invention. The yakshal wasn't merely an ice house. It played a crucial role in Persian society by preserving food longer and supporting agriculture in arid regions. These coolers often contained underground chambers, where ice collected during winter months would last deep into the heat of summer. The blend of engineering and environmental adaptation displayed in the yakshal showcases the innovative spirit of ancient civilizations. How cool is that? Ever wonder how bile colors your poop? Bile, a fascinating digestive fluid produced by your liver, plays a crucial role in how we process food and even how our waste looks. This fluid contains pigments that give human waste its distinctive brownish-green color. If you've ever noticed changes in the hue of your poop, diet can be a big factor. For example, eating lots of beets can turn it reddish. Additionally, the speed of your digestion affects the color too. If food travels too quickly through your intestines, bile doesn't have enough time to do its job, resulting in lighter-colored waste. If there were no bile at all, our poop would be much paler, resembling the color of clay. It's a reminder of how interconnected our bodies are. What we eat really does impact everything, right down to the color of our waste. Here's a wild fact about Weasley's braces. Many fans might not know that the beloved character from the Harry Potter series, Ron Weasley, wore braces to fix a dental issue. This detail adds an interesting layer to his character and helps make him more relatable, especially for young readers who might struggle with similar situations. The braces helped Ron significantly, allowing him to enjoy his favorite foods much better after just a few weeks of wearing them. Imagine biting into a treacle tart or a chocolate frog without any discomfort. It's a small change that did wonders for his confidence, showing that even in a world filled with magic, everyday challenges like dental problems exist. This little fact reminds us that personal struggles can lead to positive outcomes, making them worth facing. So next time you munch on some sweets, think of Ron and his braces. Did you hear about the ancient whale discovery? In 2007, scientists made an astonishing find when they discovered a whale that had survived with a harpoon tip from 1890 lodged in its back. This remarkable creature had been swimming the oceans for over a century, a true testament to its resilience. The presence of the harpoon suggested that the whale, likely a bowhead or similar species, managed to heal from the injury and continue living in the wild. Bowhead whales can live more than 200 years, making them one of the longest-living mammals on the planet. This discovery sparked conversations about the impacts of human activity on marine life and how some animals endure extraordinary hardships. Additionally, it reminded researchers of the importance of studying and protecting these majestic beings as they navigate a world full of challenges like climate change and pollution. This ancient whale is a striking example of survival, and its story raises essential questions about our relationship with wildlife. How can we help them thrive in an ever-changing environment? Guess what really drives Venice to sink each year? The city of Venice is slowly disappearing at a rate of 1 to 2 millimeters every 12 months. This sinking is caused by a combination of natural subsidence and the rising sea levels affecting global coastlines. The city's unique foundations, made from millions of wooden stakes thrust into its soft, marshy ground, are gradually compressing over time. To make matters worse, climate change has intensified flooding, leading to even more water encroaching upon the city. Iconic sites like St. Mark's Square and the beautiful canals might one day face the threat of being completely submerged as sea levels continue to rise. Scientists and engineers are scrambling to find solutions to protect this historical marvel. Will we be able to save Venice for future generations? Have you ever wondered why people rush to spend cash? In Yugoslavia during the 1990s, hyperinflation was so extreme that it transformed everyday life. Imagine going to work and receiving your pay twice in a single day. This was the reality for many workers who desperately tried to keep their earnings from losing value within hours. Prices soared at an alarming rate, meaning that money in the morning could purchase far less by evening. As a result, employees hurried to local shops immediately after receiving their wages, buying groceries or essential items before their cash would shrink in value. The atmosphere in cities was charged with urgency as people raced against time to secure their needs. This bizarre economic situation highlighted the dramatic effects of hyperinflation and the unprecedented challenges it posed to everyday life in Yugoslavia during that tumultuous decade. Did you know Eurocoins glow with national pride? Since 2002, Eurocoins have become more than just a means of exchange. They're like tiny canvases showcasing the rich diversity of Europe. Each country that uses the euro gets to design the reverse side of its coins, allowing them to express their unique identity. For instance, France features the famous Marianne, symbolizing liberty and reason, while Spain showcases its royal crest. Countries have the freedom to choose designs that highlight their history, culture, or renowned landmarks. This artistic liberty turns everyday currency into a celebration of national heritage, making each coin a little story of its own. The decision to allow these custom designs not only fosters a sense of pride, but also encourages collectors who seek out special editions. So next time you spend a euro, take a moment to appreciate the artistry and significance behind the coins in your pocket. Discover the bizarre world of Dinocaris. This extraordinary dinosaur, known for its unusual features, had an 8-foot-long arm skeleton that sets it apart from other dinosaurs. Imagine standing next to those colossal arms, much more than we typically see. The Dinocaris also sported a unique body structure, complete with a toothless duck's beak and short legs that give it an odd, almost comical appearance. Researchers believe that these adaptations helped it thrive in its environment, perhaps by foraging for soft plants or aquatic vegetation. While most dinosaurs had sharp teeth for snagging prey, Dinocaris took a different path. Its peculiar shape and structure have fueled countless questions and studies, allowing paleontologists to piece together the mysteries of its life millions of years ago. How could such a strange creature evolve, and what other surprises await us in the fossil record? Did you know blue-eyed cats may be deaf? This intriguing fact surprises many cat lovers. It turns out that there's a fascinating connection between blue eyes and hearing in cats. A study found that a significant number of white cats with striking blue eyes are often born deaf. The reason lies in genetics. The same gene that gives them those gorgeous blue eyes can also affect their inner ear's development. This doesn't apply to all blue-eyed cats, but the risk is higher in those with white fur. So the next time you encounter a dazzling blue-eyed feline, remember they might not hear you calling. Interestingly, not all cats with blue eyes are affected, and many can hear just fine. It's a great reminder of how unique and diverse our furry friends are. Have you ever met a blue-eyed kitty that couldn't hear? Why exactly does a dog eat your homework? In a surprising twist, this classic excuse really happened to famed author John Steinbeck. While most of us chuckle at the phrase, Steinbeck found himself in a real bind when his dog decided to munch on the manuscript for his beloved novel Of Mice and Men. Imagine putting your heart and soul into a story, only to have your furry friend turn it into a snack. When Steinbeck realized that half of his work was gone, he had to reach out to his editor for a little more time. This amusing anecdote shows that even the greatest writers face unexpected challenges. Instead of panicking, Steinbeck's quick thinking and humor transformed a disaster into a fun story. So next time you hear someone use the excuse of a dog eating homework, remember that even literary legends have had their canine calamities. Get ready to discover taste bud surprises. Research shows that girls generally have more taste buds than boys, which results in women enjoying a more refined sense of taste. This means women can identify subtle flavors much better than men can. Isn't that fascinating? Evolutionary theories suggest this heightened sensitivity developed to help women detect spoiled or toxic foods, especially during pregnancy when the stakes are high. Imagine being able to taste something so faint that others might miss it entirely. Moreover, many women fall into the category of super tasters, meaning they have a significantly higher density of taste buds. This not only makes their taste experience richer, but also reveals the complexity of human sensory perception. For example, while some might find broccoli slightly bitter, a super taster may taste a burst of strong flavors that others barely notice. So next time you enjoy a meal, think about all the incredible sensations that women can experience more keenly. Isn't that a delicious thought? What if I told you about Brazil's stunning dunes? Lençóis Maranhenses National Park is a hidden gem where white dunes gleam like fresh snow under the sun. This breathtaking park is known for its unique landscapes, featuring mesmerizing shapes that can make you feel like you've walked into a dream. As you explore the park, you'll encounter crystal-clear lagoons that invite you to take a refreshing dip or simply admire their beauty. The contrast of the bright white sand and vibrant blue water creates a picturesque scene that is truly unforgettable. Visitors flock to Maranhenses not just for its stunning scenery, but also for the opportunity to connect with nature in a tranquil environment. Whether you're hiking, lounging on the soft sands, or snapping photos, this park offers a slice of paradise. Are you ready to discover the enchanting beauty of Lençóis Maranhenses National Park? Did you know hurricanes and typhoons are the same storm type? These powerful storms, classified as tropical cyclones, show how our planet's weather can be both fascinating and frightening. The term hurricane is used in the Atlantic and Northeast Pacific, while typhoon refers to storms in Northwest Pacific regions like Japan and the Philippines. In the South Pacific and Indian Ocean, they are simply called cyclones. Regardless of the name, these storms develop over warm ocean waters and can unleash winds over 74 miles per hour, causing devastating destruction. Understanding this terminology helps us grasp the scale and impact of these natural phenomena. Each year, they bring heavy rains, strong winds, and can even lead to severe flooding, showcasing the raw power of nature. So next time you hear about a hurricane or typhoon, remember they're all part of the same dramatic weather family. Let's uncover the truth about Scold's bridle. This chilling device was used in the 15th and 16th centuries to silence women accused of gossiping. Imagine a time when speaking your mind could land you in a world of pain. The Scold's bridle was a torture device that resembled a heavy metal mask designed to restrain the wearer, effectively preventing them from talking. Women deemed gossips faced community scorn, and this brutal tool was a way to punish them and discourage others from following suit. Often seen as a tool of societal control, the Scold's bridle became a horrifying symbol of how far people would go to suppress women's voices. While it's easy to dismiss history as merely a collection of stories, understanding practices like the use of Scold's bridle helps us appreciate the progress we've made toward freedom of speech and gender equality today. Isn't it fascinating how far we've come? You won't believe this about the Amityville Horror. This notorious house in New York has been the inspiration for countless books and films that chill the bones of horror fans everywhere. But here's the twist. It turns out the terrifying tales that captivated millions were largely fabricated. The residents of the infamous Amityville Horror House, the Lutz family, later admitted that they had exaggerated their experiences to gain fame and make a profit. This revelation took a bite out of the gruesome legends surrounding the location, which had already been tied to a tragic murder in 1974. As stories of ghostly apparitions and supernatural disturbances spread like wildfire, many were left questioning what was real. The fact that the entire phenomenon was a hoax raises intriguing questions about how easily fear can be manipulated. Are we drawn to horror stories because they reflect our fears, or simply because they entertain? You won't believe this about becoming president. Statistically speaking, you have a better chance of stepping into the Oval Office than hitting the jackpot in the Powerball lottery. For context, the odds of winning Powerball can be about 1 in 292 million. In contrast, the chance of being elected president hovers around 1 in 10 million for an average American. While these figures might sound staggering, they highlight how unlikely a lottery win is compared to a presidential run. Many people enjoy dreaming about winning big, but pursuing a public office might offer a more realistic path to making a significant impact on society. After all, becoming president requires hard work, dedication, and building a strong network. Qualities not necessary for picking a winning lottery ticket. So why does the idea of presidency seem so out of reach when the odds tell a different story? Did you know that Garden of the Gods mesmerizes visitors? This stunning natural park in Colorado, USA, is famous for its breathtaking red sandstone rock formations that leave everyone in awe. With towering structures like the iconic Tower of Babel and Camel's Rock, this park showcases nature's artistry at its finest. Picture vibrant red rocks rising dramatically against a clear blue sky. It's a sight you won't want to miss. Whether you're hiking, rock climbing, or simply taking a leisurely stroll, every corner of the park offers a unique perspective on these geological wonders. The area also holds rich cultural history, having been sacred to Native American tribes for centuries. Open year-round, Garden of the Gods is not only a paradise for adventure seekers, but also a tranquil spot for anyone looking to connect with nature. So are you ready to explore this natural masterpiece? Why exactly does Montserrat Monastery captivate so many visitors? Nestled high on Montserrat Mountain, just a stone's throw from Barcelona, this stunning monastery offers breathtaking views that seem almost otherworldly. Built in the 10th century, Montserrat Monastery is a spiritual haven, drawing pilgrims and tourists alike, all eager to glimpse its most revered treasure, the statue of the Virgin of Montserrat, affectionately known as La Moreneta. This stunning statue depicts the Virgin Mary holding the baby Jesus and is celebrated for its unique dark complexion, which adds to its allure. Beyond its religious significance, the monastery is set against a backdrop of dramatic rock formations and lush greenery, making it a must-see for nature lovers and photographers. Visitors can hike the surrounding trails, exploring the breathtaking landscape while soaking in the tranquility of the area. With a rich history intertwined with Spanish culture, Montserrat Monastery not only serves as a place of worship, but also as a symbol of local pride and devotion. So why not plan a trip to experience this marvel for yourself? What if I told you about a terrifying bridge? The Curated Red Rope Bridge in Northern Ireland holds the title for one of the scariest bridges in the world. This stunning structure connects the mainland to Curated Red Island, soaring an impressive 98 feet above the roaring waters below. Imagine walking across a swaying rope bridge surrounded by breathtaking views. It's equal parts thrilling and unnerving. Originally constructed in the 17th century, the bridge was rebuilt in 2008 to ensure safety for adventurous tourists eager to explore the island. Visitors now flock to experience its heart-pounding heights and see the spectacular coastal scenery. As you step onto the bridge, you might feel a rush of adrenaline as the wind sweeps past you, adding to the excitement. Are you brave enough to take the walk across this iconic bridge? With a combination of history, adventure, and stunning landscapes, the Curated Red Rope Bridge offers an unforgettable experience for those courageous enough to cross its swaying planks. Can you imagine that starfish eat with their stomachs? Starfish have a fascinating and unique feeding method that sets them apart from most creatures in the ocean. When a starfish finds a tasty treat like a mussel or clam, it uses its strong arms to gently pry open the shell just enough. But here's the incredible part. The starfish can actually push its stomach out of its mouth. This external stomach then extends into the shell to release special digestive enzymes that liquefy the soft insides of the prey. Once the little marine meal is fully digested, the starfish pulls its stomach back in, soaking up all the nutrients it needs. This amazing ability allows starfish to eat animals that are larger than their actual mouths, showcasing the remarkable adaptations of life beneath the waves. Isn't nature just incredible? Hard to believe, but clean water saves lives. By filtering and distributing clean water to millions around the globe, these systems are not just fancy tech. They act as life-saving barriers against harmful waterborne diseases like cholera and typhoid fever. Before these advancements, countless communities struggled with the dire consequences of unsafe drinking water, leading to high rates of illness and even death. Thanks to improved sanitation and water purification methods, we're witnessing dramatic decreases in these diseases, making strides towards longer life expectancy and enhanced quality of life. It's incredible to think that by simply providing access to clean water, we can protect entire populations from preventable illnesses. So how does clean water continue to uplift lives and bolster communities across the world? Hard to believe, but alcohol may boost your shooting skills. In the world of shooting sports, some athletes find that a small amount of alcohol surprisingly helps them perform better. This goes against the usual advice that warns against drinking before competitions. Why would this be? When competitors take a sip, the alcohol can act as a calming agent, reducing anxiety and helping to steady their hands. The idea is that a little relaxation can lead to improved focus and precision, essential traits for hitting those tiny targets. Of course, it's important to note that moderation is key. Too much alcohol can lead to disastrous results. So while the thought of a pre-competition drink might sound wild, there's some science behind it. It's always a balancing act between staying sharp and easing nerves. So could a measured drink be your secret weapon in a high-stakes match? Hard to believe, but Scott's frozen provisions still exist. In 1911, British explorer Robert Falcon Scott embarked on a daring mission to reach the South Pole, leaving behind a hut filled with essential supplies. This historic site, known as the Scott Hut, was stocked with provisions like biscuits, pemmican, and seals, designed to sustain the expedition. Shockingly, over a century later, many of these items remain preserved in the freezing temperatures of Antarctica. The extreme cold has kept the food remarkably intact, providing a unique glimpse into the early 20th century polar exploration. Scientists study these preserved provisions to understand the conditions faced by early explorers and how they managed to survive in such harsh environments. Each untouched can and package inside the hut tell a story of bravery, adventure, and the relentless quest for knowledge about one of Earth's harshest landscapes. Could these relics inspire future explorers? What if I told you about France's film celebration? France has its own equivalent of the Oscars, called the César Award, which shines a spotlight on remarkable achievements in cinema. Established in 1976, The César Awards honor French filmmakers, actors, and crew for their outstanding work each year. It's named after the famous sculptor Cesare Baldacchini, whose statue is awarded to winners. Much like the Oscars, the César Awards feature various categories such as Best Film, Best Director, and Best Actor, showcasing both established and emerging talent. The ceremony is a glamorous event, often filled with stylish outfits and emotional speeches, as nominees gather to see who will take home the coveted statue. The awards have great significance in the French film industry, and winning a César can elevate a filmmaker's career. Have you ever wondered what it takes to win one of these prestigious awards? Here's a wild fact about berries you'll love. Did you know that not all berries are created equal? The term berry can be quite misleading, as it refers to a specific botanical classification. For example, a banana is technically a berry, while strawberries and raspberries aren't. True berries develop from a single ovary of a flower and typically have seeds embedded in their flesh. This means that grapes, blueberries, and even kiwis fit the berry category. Location plays a huge role too. The climate determines what kinds of berries thrive in each region. For instance, you'll find cranberries flourishing in cooler areas like Wisconsin, while tropical regions produce delightful fruits like the acai berry. Additionally, the nutritional content can vary significantly among different types of berries. Blueberries are packed with antioxidants, while blackberries offer high vitamin C levels. So next time you enjoy a berry, think about the fascinating story behind its classification and where it comes from. Isn't nature full of surprises? Prepare to be amazed by credit scores changing fast. Many people believe that credit scores are a fixed part of their personal history, but that's simply not true. Your credit score is dynamic, which means it can change frequently based on various factors like your payment history, current debt levels, and any recent credit inquiries you make. The good news is that there is no permanent black mark on your financial record that stays with you forever. Negative items, such as late payments or collections, typically disappear from your credit report after 7 years. This gives you the chance to rebuild your credit and improve your score over time. So if you've made a financial mistake in the past, don't worry. One poor decision won't ruin your financial future. Instead, focus on making timely payments and managing your debt wisely to pave the way for a brighter credit score. Can you believe pyramids and mammoths existed together? This fascinating fact reveals a remarkable truth about ancient history. The iconic pyramids of Egypt were constructed around 4,500 years ago, during a time when woolly mammoths roamed parts of the earth. While we often picture these massive structures rising proudly against the desert skyline, fewer people realize that the last woolly mammoths were still alive in parts of the Arctic at that time. These incredible creatures, known for their long, shaggy fur and huge tusks, were skilled at surviving in cold climates. They were part of a world rich in biodiversity, sharing their environment with early humans who built the pyramids. Imagine early Egyptians gazing at the stars, their pyramids reflecting moonlight, while on a distant tundra, a woolly mammoth grazed peacefully. This overlap of timelines gives us a unique glimpse into Earth's past, showing how different civilizations and species coexisted. Understanding this connection helps paint a vivid picture of both ancient human ingenuity and the environment of the time. How amazing is it that two such different worlds existed simultaneously? Here's what actually happens when you run in circles. A Chinese emperor found himself in a life-or-death situation when an assassin launched a surprise attack. Instead of fleeing or confronting the threat head-on, this clever emperor did something unexpected. He ran in circles around a pillar for 2 whole hours. While the assassin initially had the advantage, he quickly grew exhausted, trying to keep pace with the emperor's frantic movement. Ironically, by the end of this unusual chase, the assassin decided to give up and left, perhaps bewildered by the emperor's unconventional strategy. But what's truly fascinating is that the emperor chose not to press charges against his would-be killer. It seems he appreciated the humor in the bizarre situation. This story highlights not just the emperor's quick thinking, but also the unexpected twists life can throw our way. How would you react in such a predicament? Did you know about Korea's surprising wildlife sanctuary? The Demilitarized Zone, or DMZ, separating North and South Korea, is famous for being a tense buffer zone, but it's also an unexpected haven for wildlife. Since the area is heavily monitored and off-limits to humans, nature has thrived in this unusual setting. Rare species like the Korean black bear and the endangered Amur leopard roam freely, finding refuge in the lush vegetation. The DMZ is rich in biodiversity, supporting a variety of plants and animals that have found safety from habitat destruction and hunting. This unique environment has become a biological treasure trove, showcasing the resilience of nature. Researchers and conservationists are excited by the possibilities of studying how these species adapt and survive in such a protected area. As tensions persist, the DMZ stands as a symbol of peace for wildlife, sparking conversations about conservation and the importance of preserving our planet's natural habitats. Who knew that a place designed to divide could instead unite us in our efforts to protect these amazing creatures? Here's something incredible about the Eiffel Tower. The Eiffel Tower stands proudly at a height of approximately 1,083 feet, making it one of the tallest structures in Paris. In comparison, the Montparnasse, which is much shorter, doesn't even come close to matching the Eiffel's impressive stature. From the top of the Eiffel Tower, visitors can enjoy a breathtaking view of the city, taking in famous landmarks like the Seine River and the Arc de Triomphe. This magnificent structure offers not just a viewing platform, but also a glimpse into 19th century engineering marvels. The stark difference in height between these two landmarks highlights how the Eiffel Tower remains a symbol of France's architectural prowess. So next time you find yourself gazing up at this iconic structure, remember how its height changes your perspective of the entire city. What other surprising facts do you know about iconic landmarks? You might be surprised by Ronaldo's extravagant gift. In 2015, the famous football superstar Cristiano Ronaldo did something truly remarkable for his agent, Jorge Mendes. As a wedding present, Ronaldo gifted Mendes a stunning Greek island, a gift valued at an incredible $3 million to $50 million. This jaw-dropping gesture showcases not only Ronaldo's immense wealth, but also his generosity and deep friendship with Mendes. Imagine owning a private island, surrounded by crystal-clear waters and breathtaking views. Sounds like a dream, right? Beyond the wealth involved, this gift symbolizes the strong bond between the two men, who have collaborated through many highs and lows in Ronaldo's career. Given the massive sums of money involved in the world of football, extravagant gifts are not unheard of, but this one stands out. It highlights how personal relationships can flourish even in a highly competitive and commercial environment. So the next time you think of football, remember that there's sometimes a lot more going on behind the scenes than just the game. Have you ever tasted Titanic's lost wine? In a stunning auction, a bottle of wine from the infamous wreck of the Titanic sold for a jaw-dropping $1.4 million. This extraordinary piece of history not only intrigues collectors and wine enthusiasts, but also raises questions about what it might have tasted like and the story behind it. The bottle, believed to be a fine vintage from the year 1900, was part of a collection intended for the ship's first-class passengers. As the Titanic sank in 1912, it took with it countless treasures, and this rare bottle somehow survived the icy depths of the Atlantic Ocean for over a century. When it was recovered, it sparked curiosity about the historical significance of wine during that era and the luxurious lifestyle of those on board. While we might never sip this vintage drop, it symbolizes a moment in time, encapsulating the lavishness of early 20th century living and the tragic fate of the Titanic. Imagine raising a glass to toast not just the wine, but the stories etched in the ship's haunted legacy. Prepare to be amazed by the 1952 West Virginia mystery. In the summer of 1952, locals near Point Pleasant, West Virginia, stumbled upon something that still sends chills down spines. Witnesses claimed to see a mysterious creature with a glowing face and piercing red eyes just after a strange object descended from the sky. This sighting sparked widespread intrigue, with many speculating whether they had encountered an alien or a legendary creature. Eyewitnesses described the figure as tall and menacing, lurking in the shadows and leaving a lasting impression on those who spotted it. The incident came just a few short years before the famous Mothman sightings, which would further entrench the town in the world of the unexplained. The glowing face and red eyes left people wondering, could it have been a government experiment gone wrong, an alien visitor, or simply a figment of imagination? The mystery continues to capture the imaginations of thrill seekers and paranormal enthusiasts alike, ensuring that Point Pleasant remains forever linked to the strange and unknown. Imagine living in a land where coins have rules. In Thailand, it's against the law to step on banknotes or coins, and there's a good reason for that. These coins and notes prominently feature the image of the king, who is highly revered in Thai culture. Disrespecting the king, or any member of the royal family, is seen as a serious offense and can lead to severe consequences. This law reflects the deep admiration and respect the Thai people hold for their monarchy. Breaking this rule isn't taken lightly. Penalties can range from 3 to a staggering 15 years in prison. This cultural practice teaches locals and visitors alike to treat currency with care. So next time you find yourself in Thailand, remember to show respect to the king's image and keep your feet off the money. It's a fascinating example of how currency can hold not just value, but deep cultural significance. Isn't it interesting how a simple piece of paper or metal can carry such weight? Did you know Nixon resigned on live TV? On August 9, 1974, President Richard Nixon faced a monumental moment in U.S. history. The Watergate crisis had unfolded, revealing a web of political scandals, secret recordings, and an intense struggle for accountability. In a historic broadcast, Nixon defended his actions, illustrating the immense pressure he faced from the public and political figures alike. His resignation was not only a personal defeat, but also a significant turning point for the nation, as he became the first sitting president to step down in this manner. Millions of Americans watched as Nixon delivered his resignation speech, marking a moment of disbelief and transformation in the political landscape. This event ignited discussions about power, ethics, and the trust between government and citizens. The fallout from Watergate led to changes in legislation aimed at increasing transparency and preventing abuse of power. For many, it remains a powerful reminder of the importance of accountability in leadership. How do you think Nixon's resignation reshaped American politics? Did you know the Sahara Desert is expanding rapidly? Each year, this massive hot desert stretches about 30 miles, 48 kilometers further, posing real challenges to surrounding areas. The cause? It's a mix of climate change, desertification, and human activities that disturb the landscape. As temperatures rise and rainfall declines, plants in the region struggle to survive, leading to a loss of vegetation. This loss allows the Sahara to creep into once fertile lands, threatening the livelihoods of communities that rely on agriculture. Farmers find it tougher to grow crops, and many people face water shortages as their environment transforms. The ongoing expansion of the Sahara not only affects local agriculture, but also creates broader ecological and economic challenges. As the desert grows, it alters weather patterns and threatens biodiversity, leading to a cascade of issues that impact both humans and wildlife. With its expansion showing no signs of slowing down, people must consider how to adapt and mitigate its effects on the vulnerable regions surrounding this iconic desert. Is it really true that awesome takes practice? This intriguing idea comes from a Christian devotional book called Anybody Can Be Cool, But Awesome Takes Practice, specifically designed for teens. Within its pages, readers discover valuable life lessons and faith-based advice aimed at helping them grow into their best selves as seen through the eyes of God. While the book may have a retro cover that might throw some off, the content is packed with wisdom that encourages young people to strive for greatness in their daily lives. The author emphasizes that while anyone can easily appear cool, true awesomeness requires dedication and effort. By guiding readers through relatable challenges and experiences, the book imparts essential skills for personal and spiritual development. It addresses topics like self-acceptance, resilience, and character building, making it a practical guide for teens navigating the complexities of growing up. So are you ready to embrace the journey from cool to awesome? Adventure at 72. Can you believe this journey? Jean-Jacques Sauvin, a spirited 72-year-old, made headlines by crossing the Atlantic Ocean in a barrel. What might sound like a wild story is a remarkable testament to his adventurous spirit. Starting from the coast of Portugal, Sauvin spent 122 days gently drifting towards the Caribbean. Equipped with only the essentials and his fearless attitude, he navigated the vast ocean in a makeshift vessel, showcasing that age is no barrier to fulfilling dreams. His journey not only captured our imagination, but also inspired countless others to pursue their own adventures, no matter how challenging they may seem. By enduring fierce waves and unpredictable weather, Sauvin proved that determination and a sense of adventure can lead to incredible experiences. Who wouldn't be inspired by his journey in the thrill of the open sea? What if I told you about the wandering violin mantis? This incredible insect, scientifically known as Gongolus gongolotes, plays a masterful game of hide-and-seek with nature. Measuring around 4 inches, it uses its elongated limbs to mimic branches, allowing it to blend seamlessly into its surroundings. This remarkable camouflage helps it avoid predators while patiently waiting for unsuspecting prey to wander too close. The wandering violin mantis even sways gently like a twig in the breeze, enhancing its disguise and making it harder for both prey and predators to spot. Found in various habitats, including tropical forests, these mantises are not just skilled at hiding. They are also fascinating creatures that captivate researchers and nature lovers alike. Their unique adaptations showcase the wonders of evolution and how insects have developed incredible survival strategies. Can you imagine such a master of disguise lurking in the trees? Did you know self-driving cars have speed limits in California? California law currently prohibits autonomous vehicles from darting over 60 miles per hour when they operate without a human behind the wheel. This regulation is crucial as it emphasizes safety while self-driving technology is still in its developmental stages. Although companies like Google have designed autonomous vehicles that are fully capable of reaching impressive speeds, the law prioritizes public safety above all. Safety trials and testing continue, ensuring that these innovative vehicles can navigate our roads wisely. As the technology improves and becomes more refined, we may see changes in these regulations. For now, though, speed restrictions help prevent potential accidents and encourage further research. Isn't it exciting to think about how close we are to a future filled with self-driving cars navigating safely alongside us? Did you know Switzerland has a unique national celebration? Each year on August 1st, Switzerland comes alive with festivities to honor its National Day. This date marks the anniversary of the foundation of the Swiss Confederation in 1291, a pivotal moment when 3 regions came together to defend their freedom from external threats. The celebration features an array of events, including remarkable fireworks lighting up the night sky, lively parades showcasing traditional Swiss costumes, and mouth-watering barbecues where locals enjoy grilling sausages. It's also a time for family gatherings and community spirit, with many villages organizing concerts and public speeches to reflect on Swiss unity and independence. One of the most iconic symbols of the celebration is the bonfire, often lit on hilltops, symbolizing the beacon of freedom that the country strives to uphold. As citizens come together to celebrate, the atmosphere buzzes with pride for their shared history and values. Who else would love to join in the fun and witness this vibrant celebration? Is it really true that Gibraltar has wild monkeys? You bet it is. Gibraltar, perched at the southern edge of the Iberian Peninsula, is famous for more than just its impressive cliffs and strategic military history. It is home to a unique population of Barbary macaques, the only wild primates in all of Europe. These fascinating monkeys aren't just a quirky tourist attraction. They play an important role in the local ecosystem. Their presence draws visitors from around the world, eager to see these playful creatures roaming freely. The Barbary macaques have adapted well to life in this rocky terrain and are known for their curious and social behavior. Sadly, their population is under threat due to habitat loss and human interference. Conservation efforts are crucial to protect these charming animals and preserve their habitat on the Rock of Gibraltar. So next time you think of monkeys, remember that they're not just in jungles or zoos, but living wild in Europe too. How incredible is that? Is it really true that stingrays can be giant? You bet. The largest freshwater fish ever recorded is none other than the gigantic freshwater stingray found in Southeast Asia's Mekong River. This incredible creature can grow to a staggering size, with the largest documented specimen weighing around 300 kilograms, which is about 661 pounds. Imagine a fish measuring approximately 4 meters or 13 feet in length. That's longer than the average car. These stingrays thrive in the murky waters of the Mekong, where they glide gracefully along the riverbed. Unfortunately, they face threats from habitat loss and fishing. Protecting these majestic animals is crucial, as they play a vital role in the river ecosystem. So next time you think of fish, remember that beneath the surface, giants like the freshwater stingray are swimming their way through the depths of the Mekong. Hard to believe, but animal bones built homes. In the 19th century, some innovative builders in parts of Europe and North America started using animal bones as building materials. They ground up bones and mixed them with clay to create what we know today as bone bricks. These unique bricks were not just a quirky trend, they provided better insulation and durability compared to traditional materials like stone or timber, especially in regions where those resources were hard to come by. Imagine living in a house made from animal remains. Archaeological finds of these bone bricks in historic buildings reveal how forward-thinking our ancestors were. They turned waste into something incredibly useful, showcasing remarkable creativity and resourcefulness. It's a fascinating example of how construction methods can evolve and adapt to local needs, don't you think? Did you know insects outnumber humans 1,000,000 to 1? This mind-blowing fact highlights just how diverse and plentiful insects are on Earth. Scientists have identified over 1,000,000 different species of insects, and they believe many more remain hidden in the unexplored corners of our planet. To put that into perspective, imagine there are about 200 million insects for every single human. From the tiniest ants to colorful butterflies, insects play vital roles in ecosystems as pollinators, decomposers, and food for many other animals. Their overwhelming presence influences everything from the health of our soil to the production of our food. Despite their small size, these creatures are incredibly resilient and adaptable, thriving in environments ranging from lush forests to arid deserts. The next time you see a bug, remember they are part of a vast world of life that's still being discovered, showcasing nature's endless creativity. Isn't it fascinating that so many species are out there, just waiting for us to learn about them? This might surprise you. Clouds are heavy. Did you know an average cloud can hold more than 500,000 kilograms of water? That's like having a massive elephant floating in the sky. Despite their fluffy appearance, clouds consist of tiny water droplets and ice crystals that are so small they remain suspended in the air. These microscopic droplets spread out over a large area, which helps clouds float rather than plummet to the ground. Think about it. All that weight is packed into a cloud that looks so light and airy. When conditions change, for instance, when the droplets cluster together, it can lead to rain. So next time you gaze up at a cloud-filled sky, remember that each one is a heavyweight champion of the weather world, silently carrying a vast amount of water above us. Isn't it fascinating how clouds can look so delicate yet hold such incredible weight? Is it really true that localization data affects your health? At 35, many applications across banking, media, and food sectors now leverage localization data to enhance user experience. This data helps companies understand where you are and what you might like, tailoring services just for you. But there's more to the story. By analyzing localization data, these apps can assess your preferences, which can subtly influence your choices in everything from what movies to watch to what foods to eat. Interestingly, this same data can impact your health. For instance, a food delivery app might suggest healthier meal options based on your location or previous orders. With these technologies at play, your local environment and personal habits shape not just your preferences, but also your well-being. As applications become smarter, it raises a fascinating question. How much do these algorithms shape the choices we make for our health? Hard to believe, but spinach isn't an iron powerhouse. The popular belief that spinach is loaded with iron is rooted in a 19th century mistake that has lingered for generations. Back in the 1870s, a German scientist miscalculated the iron content of spinach by placing a decimal point incorrectly. This error made it appear that spinach had 10 times more iron than it actually does. Although spinach does contain iron, it's not the ultimate source many people have been led to believe. In reality, foods like red meat, beans, and fortified cereals offer much more iron per serving. Despite all this, spinach is still a nutritious vegetable, packed with vitamins A and C, fiber, and other essential minerals. So while it's great to enjoy spinach for its various health benefits, we shouldn't rely on it as our primary iron source. How did this leafy green become such a superstar? Prepare to be amazed by the fastest machine ever. This incredible machine, known as the fastest in the world, is engineered to tackle some of humanity's toughest challenges, including climate change and medical advancements. Imagine a supercomputer operating at lightning speed, processing vast amounts of data and executing complex calculations in the blink of an eye. This brilliant machine can simulate weather patterns to better understand climate change, helping scientists predict severe weather events more accurately. It also plays a critical role in advancing medicine by analyzing genetic information and accelerating drug discovery processes. By harnessing such advanced technology, researchers can develop innovative solutions to improve health outcomes and combat environmental issues. This speed and capability open new doors for scientific exploration that were once considered impossible. How might this extraordinary machine change our world for the better? Hard to believe, but women found freedom in 1899. In her groundbreaking story, The Awakening, written in 1899, Kate Chopin dives deep into the emotional and mental struggles faced by women. The protagonist, Edna Pontellier, awakens to her own desires and individuality, challenging the strict societal expectations of her time. Women were often expected to fulfill traditional roles as wives and mothers, but Chopin expertly illustrates how these constraints can stifle personal growth and happiness. Through Edna's journey of self-discovery, readers witness her struggle against the norms that define her life. The story resonated with many, highlighting the importance of personal freedom and choice. Despite facing criticism for its bold themes, The Awakening remains a significant work in feminist literature, inspiring discussions around women's rights and autonomy. What does Edna's journey reveal about the quest for freedom?